It's so cold, so wet, and so dark in New York today. It's like probably 3:30 in the afternoon, basically pitch black. That's what happens when daylight savings comes. It's dark at 3:30. One time I said that to somebody and they laughed at me, and then like a few weeks later they were like, oh yeah, you're right. And I'm like, yeah, every year, 3:30. But we have something here today that's gonna make the cold weather a little bit more bearable. This is the Bratz Holidayz with a Z Frosty Nightz Doll Cloe. I had ordered this off of Amazon like ages ago, like pre-ordered her. They lost that package. They just lost it. It was never delivered to me. So I canceled that one and ordered a new one yesterday, and it arrived to me today. The problem with that is I am now going to have to film this, edit it, and get it out this evening. That's why I'm burned out, okay? Just want you to know. Those are the reasons, and this kind of stuff happens to me all the time. I excitedly ripped the box open expecting to see the doll, and I only saw the shipper, so we're gonna see my first reactions to this doll together. I was one of the people that was extremely excited for this doll because I just think she looks so beautiful and so ethereal. So we're gonna find out if she lives up to my expectations momentarily. If you are new here, hi, welcome. My name is Amanda. I go by Mini Stitches. On this channel, we do lots of doll content, but my background is in theater and costume and fashion and sewing, so I offer a little bit of a unique perspective in my reviews because I have a wide-ranging knowledge about clothing and clothing types and sewing construction. I also really like to go into deep detail on these reviews, and that's why these videos might be a little longer than some other people's. So if you were interested in the most detailed review of this doll you will ever see, stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe if that all sounds super fun to you. It's super fun to me. This is the part of the process I enjoy the most. So I'm opening the box now. My other favorite activity is to review how difficult the package is to open because I feel like it's important to know. I will tell you each and every individual tea tie that could potentially destroy your garment. I feel like that's important information. I also really enjoy an unboxing experience that isn't a nightmare, but this is an MGA product, so we're probably not getting that today. My mother's calling right now. I literally just sat down. I've been sitting doing nothing all day. She's calling now. Oh my. Okay. I'm so excited. I haven't took too detailed of a look so far, but this is what I'm looking at. I am thrilled about this doll. I know that people have mixed opinions on her. I feel like it's kind of I love her or I hate her. There's no real in-betweens. At first glance here, I couldn't be happier. We'll talk about the reasons why as we go through the review, but as you can see, the packaging is a standard Bratz packaging. It's got this trapezoid shape, which is super fun. We've got our classic Bratz handle up here so you can cart your doll around. Up here also is a pretty sort of like rich looking gold swirly design. Okay, work bitch. We got Bratz in gold up here, which is also stunning. I don't know, what is this dripping with pearls that are golden, like rich. And then down here, look at that. Gorgeous, stunning artwork of our doll, who I love. If I'm honest, like I love the style of this artwork. I think it's beautiful, but I love how shiny her face is. I wish they could have captured that in the artwork. It says Holidayz Frosty Nightz, of course, with Z's because it's a Bratz doll. This is the collector's edition. We've got one doll here, and the back of the box, ooh, it's hollow. Looks like this. I feel like that's the vibe. It sort of like embodies that shininess that the doll has. Really cool. Bratz Frosty Nightz. Not gonna read it. I'm not doing that anymore. You can read it for yourself if you can because the box is so reflective. Go on, give it a try. And I love the style of this artwork. It's so gorgeous, stunning, perfect, angel. The unboxing. I need to prepare myself because I know it's gonna be an ordeal. I'm looking at this thing right now and it's better in person than I ever thought it could be. Okay, I'm so excited. Just try from the top. We've got stickers. Hello. Where is it attached? This is glued to this. Why is there tape on it then? You can't even open it from the top. Okay, do you know what? Is there an actual way to open this doll without destroying the packaging? From the bottom? No, it's the same thing. Let's try it. Already just completely befuddled by the packaging. A classic problem for me. No, you can only open this box by destroying it, so I guess we'll just destroy it from the top. I feel like every single time I open a Brat, They discover like some new fresh way to confuse me with regards to the packaging. It's never simple or easy. It's always the most complicated, most challenging way around. Okay, so I have to rip this off. It's the only way you can get in. There we go. See? Just glued to the back of the box. Can't even slide the thing out because it's like all glued together. So I was, you know, like I said a moment ago, it's that like gluey tape again. Sitting around doing nothing all morning. I was hanging out in my bed and I like looked over at my doll display behind me and I'm like, I need to completely redo that. Like it just has to be totally redone. And I want to do like a redo of it that like completely changes it. I want a completely different mood, vibe, and feeling. So I think like pretty soon, I might start on it tomorrow. In fact, I'm gonna rip the entire thing down and just redo it and just try it. And if I hate it, we can always just go back. Like it's not that big of a deal. Look. Every time I open one of these, I want to give up. Like I literally can't. It's like sticky, like glue taped all together. It's the most horrific. There we go. There we go. Like it's not a box. It's just things that are taped together. Okay, there she is on her hollow back card. It does give very like wintry vibes. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. I love a winter aesthetic. I despise the winter, but I love the aesthetic of the winter. Also, it's just pure tape, man. Fine. I'm just gonna try cutting it out from the front and we'll see how far we can get with that. Oh, the tea-ties are too close to the head. There's no easy way. Oh, bitch has long ass hair. I'll never get it out of there, but look how long the hair is. Wow. Am I cutting the hair right now? Very possibly. We have our first tea-ties. It seems as though the fur is tea-tied to the box. So make sure you cut those before you start pulling. I mean, luckily it's fur, so I feel like if you've got a giant hole in it, chances are you wouldn't see it. But still, we don't need to start with giant holes. We can create those ourselves through years of joy and play. Oh, they were like, oh yeah, you want your $50 collector doll to have holes in it immediately? We got you. There's more at the bottom. 3 sets, bottom, middle, top. Dress is also tea-tied to the bottom. That's just gonna rip right through if you try and pull on it, so be very, very careful. We get some nice big fat holes from those tea-ties. They don't even bother using the small ones. They're just like a big fat tea-tie through this delicate fabric, and there are enormous holes. Like at least Mattel, I never say anything nice about Mattel, but at least Mattel uses the small ones when they put them through fabric. MJ is like, nah, big ones. Found more tea-ties. The dress is also tea-tied to the little plastic where the shoes are, so make sure you cut those. That's the stand. That's like the only thing we got in here besides the doll and everything she has on. I saw this on Dripped in Plastic. They just pulled the feet out, and then the doll slid out, and then they grabbed the shoes later. We got one. There's still one tea-tie in the dress, probably ripped a hole. There's like 10 of them on the bottom. Check the bottom first. There we go. She has one foot on. She's still attached to plastic. Let's put your foot back on. Yeah, she has my hair mixed in with her hair. How is this attached? Fucking tea-ties. I'm gonna get violent. How is it still attached? Is there another tea-tie? Yeah. Yep, there sure is. I didn't think this girl had her hair up. I thought it was down from all the photographs that I've seen. That's interesting. I might take it down. Maybe I'll leave it up. I'm not sure. It's kind of like fucked up too from being in the packaging, and that's annoying to me. Her dress also needs to be steamed, and it's tea-tied to itself. This actually, I mean, yeah, I think this might be like one of the worst packaged dolls that I've ever gotten. Because there couldn't be more tea-ties just creating holes in this really delicate lightweight dress. And I'm like extremely annoyed about it. There's another one somewhere. Ooh, right at the bottom. Here's the doll, finally out of the box. We're 16 minutes into this video. My intro was like 2 minutes tops. It took me 14 minutes to get the doll out of the box. Here she is though, and I aesthetically love her. She's so unique to me. I've kind of never ever seen anything like her, and I love that Bratz is taking just massive risks every time they release something, because it just gives me something new and exciting to look at in my collection. Not like all of these dolls have the same freaking face mold, and they somehow make them all look so incredibly different with the screenings, and that to me is artistry, okay? So there's her in her full glory. Let's start, as we normally would, at the top of her head. And here she is. We've got Chloe here, looking like an absolute ice princess. She's got white hair. This white hair has beautiful blue pieces in it, and the way the light catches that to me is just so gorgeous. This is just gonna keep falling off. We're gonna throw it to the side for now. But look at it. Look at the way the light catches. Oh my god. It's pulled back into this ponytail, which I had no idea. I just thought she had down hair. I don't know why. And it's got a little wrap on it. This looks a little worse for the wear, if I'm honest. And I might just take it down, but I'll decide that later. This does have like a light curl pattern to it, and of course this feels like nylon to me. It's cold to the touch. It's very, very soft. The back is beautiful, has no product in it. The front obviously does have product in it. I love how wet the front pieces look, because I feel like it goes with her dewy, shining skin. So if I do wash this doll's hair, I'll probably just make the front look wet again, because I like the way it looks in this specific instance. All right, those pieces I think are supposed to have a wave pattern to them, but they got mangled in the box, which is unfortunate. So I will have to fix that. I do have the right size crimper though to make that wave pattern, so it shouldn't be that bad. And nylon hair can take a lot of heat, so there's also that. Let's move on to the face. I feel like the most controversial part of the doll, perhaps. She does have an extremely shiny finish on the skin. The finish actually reflects in pink and also silver, which I think is so gorgeous. I love it. I love a dewy girl, and there's something about the way this looks that just screams ice princess wintertime to me, which is why I love it. She has amazing white eyebrows that actually are all individual painted little hairs. They look sparse, and they're very creature-esque. They're very straight and upwards facing, which I feel is something maybe I've never seen on a doll that was just meant to be a normal girl. You see them on Wicked characters, you know what I mean? Those this direction eyebrows. I love it. It's so unique, it's so precious, so gorgeous. But the eye area, are you kidding me? Look at how gorgeous this is. Okay, she's got kind of sleepy looking eyes, so we see a lot of lid space on her, which I really like. And then she's got a beautiful soft blue just blended all the way around the eye. There is a dark line that represents her crease there. She's got absolutely stunning white eyelashes and a white eyeliner. So pretty. And in the inner corner, there's just a pop of yellow. What? Are you kidding me? This makeup is so cool to me. It's literal art. This doll is literal art to me. Her cheeks are super blushy, which we know I'm obsessed with, okay? And then we come down to the lip, and she's got a really unique ombre where the top lip is super dark, and then it blends out to extremely light pink, perhaps white at the bottom. I just think that's so stunning and gorgeous. I love the blue, yellow, and red combination on the makeup too. It screams painterly, artistic. I'm trying an avant-garde makeup look, and I really, really like it. This is a visual delight to me. I couldn't be happier looking at this. And I know she's controversial, but she's controversial for me, okay? She also has a massive forehead. Do they all have foreheads this big? I love it. I love a high forehead. Anyway, let's zoom out. We'll start with the dress. When I first saw this dress, I wasn't sold on the fantasy, but the more I looked at it, the more I was absolutely yes. Stunning, gorgeous, perfect. Is the top the same as the bottom? Yeah. Do they line it? I think it's flatline. Yeah, it is. Okay. Just studying the construction of this, because the outer layer of the top and the bottom of the skirt are made out of the same fabric. It's kind of it's not quite organza. It feels more chiffon-y, And it has like a beautiful iridescence to it, like the way it shines in the light is very dimensional and beautiful. But there's a second layer on the top, so we can't see her naughty bits. That is like a chiffon type fabric in just a white. On her arms, she's got sleeves out of the same material. They're separate from the dress. As you can see, this dress has an adorable little ruffle, and then the whole dress has tons of this little beaded detail on it that are just like clear and plastic, but it gives the dress like a very interesting dimensional look. Like it's a visual interest thing, and I find it very appealing to me. But then it gets better because the rest of the dress, which is technically a mermaid dress, which I hate, has been made different and unique and interesting by the way they've done this cutout that is just held to the dress by those strings of beads. So they've done a giant cutout from like her thigh to below her knee, and then the rest of the mermaid just finishes down here, and it's light and flowy and soft. The iridescent sheen is gorgeous. It has more of that like pearl, it's not pearl, they're just like clear plastic beads, but that detail on the bottom, just so much to look at, so much dimension, so much visual interest, just a unique design, kind of unlike anything I've ever seen before. And I feel like they're really like pushing the boundary with the makeup and the fashion, and they're saying, here's something different. Do you like it? And half the people were like, no, and half the people were like, absolutely. And I feel like that's what art is, generally speaking, right? Like people love it or hate it, and here we are all deciding whether we're a fan of this particular art piece or not, and I am. Let's look at the shoes, and we'll go back to the bag. So these are another very unique style, unlike anything I've ever seen before. They're almost like a clog, but they have this really incredible sort of geometric heel to them. So there is no heel. It's like one of them heelless shoes that Lady Gaga always used to wear. But it has like a little ball down here and like this architectural swoopy bit. They have a nice, solid, good looking platform on them. Are they shimmery? They also shimmer in like the same way as her skin. It's the same shimmer. It's got a pink sort of shift to it. I don't know if you can pick that up on camera, but I can see it in person. And this is a piece that I honestly and truly never even noticed, but now that I'm seeing it here, I am obsessed with it. It's a purse that looks like a freaking ice cube, okay? It's got a flower that runs through it that you can see through the plastic. You know, blue shade, it's like a rose. It looks like it might have thorns on it. And it's the handle of the bag. And then at the bottom of the bag, there's like snow, like a snow effect. Like, bitch, I've never seen anything like that before, and I think it's so cool. And I feel like when we look at this just aesthetic design quality that we're getting for $50 from Bratz versus a Barbie, like you can get something okay on a Barbie, but it's not gonna be like groundbreaking or like necessarily even exciting. Like it'll be fine. Like I have some beautiful Barbies that I paid $50 for, but I'm like, yeah, she's gorgeous, and that's kind of all there is to it. This is art to me, and I feel like I could find new things to love about her the more I look at her. I love her. I think she's perfect. So I've been talking about this bitch. We got this piece, but it is a fur stole. And I'm usually like about stoles, but look how long this one is. It's gonna drag on the freaking floor. It's got like a little dark patterning on it. As you can see, it is lined in a satin material, which does feel soft. It doesn't feel papery at all. Hold on, I'm feeling tea ties and it's bothering me. Have you ever seen Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf or read the play? When Honey is just running around screaming violence, violence. That's how I feel about this right now. Just picking them out. Gonna have to vacuum. I feel like all I ever do is vacuum tea ties. But that to me is nice. I mean, it's nice enough. I feel like it looks really good. It like sells the winter icy fantasy to me. I like it. See, look, it's longer than her. It drags on the ground. She looks rich. She looks like a rich ice princess who's come from the wilderness. I found another one. There's like 6 of them in this first stole alone. Rich. I feel like she looks like she could be going to the Met Gala, but in the wintertime. You know, like, it's a very avant-garde look, a very avant-garde piece, and I understand why she wouldn't be for everybody, but she's definitely for me. Can't get it close enough, it won't focus on it, but you can see pretty clearly that there are holes like that all over the dress. I mean, I know it's in the bottom. I'm still finding more tea ties. It's in the bottom, and the pearl little trim here kind of covers it up. But like, I don't want that or need that. That bothers me. It's just like, there's a big one right here in the top of the dress. Can you see it? Like, what are you doing? Why would you make this gorgeous girl look this freaking gorgeous and then ruin her with your giant tea ties? That's my one question. The other thing of note is that like this dress needs a steam because it's wrinkled straight out of the packaging. The hair straight out of the packaging looks an absolute mess. I'm gonna have to work on more doll hair. But overall for me, she's a real hit. I love this girl. I can't wait to put her. She's gonna go back there. This display back here that I love so much and was my favorite display that I've ever done. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit, but kind of like leave some of it as is and add some of the new arrivals to it that I feel like deserve their moment in the spotlight. And this girl's definitely going in there because look at her. A work of art. If you were wondering, she is on the new Bratz body with the articulation, unfortunately. I feel like they really didn't need it for this doll. I wish they would have just done the normal body with the little like flicked out hands. I like it better, especially for a doll like this. You're not gonna really play with her. Like, she can just be posed like this forever and you'd be perfectly happy looking at her just as she is, you know what I mean? But that's that on that. That's all I have to say. And overall for me, the experience of just looking at this doll has been very positive. The unboxing experience was very negative. And so I feel like, as usual, my feedback for MGA would be to like not package your dolls that way. And I feel like every time I say that, they find a new way to make it worse. But every time I have the doll out of package, I'm quite happy. And I'm above and beyond for me, honestly. Like, I like her even more in person than I did in the stock photos. And I loved her in the stock photos. So let me know down below, what do you think of this doll? I know she has a controversial one, so I want all of your opinions. Tell me everything. Even if you hate her, like, I won't be offended. I totally get it. Did you pick her up? Did I convince you to pick her up? Look at that face. Look at it. Have you ever seen anything like it before? No. She's stunning. Oh my god. So that's gonna be all for this video. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, please put a snowflake emoji down below to let me know you're a real one. And from me and this stunning angel and my dog who's over there licking her own butt and all of these other beautiful dolls, we hope you have a wonderful time. We hope you have a wonderful, wonderful time. Goodbye. She's like magical snow fairy. That's what she's giving.